Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble Session. I thought I'd come on today and just share with you what's been going on lately. I hope y'all are doing well, and I also want to thank all of my subscribers. I really appreciate it very much. Who knew that someone would want to watch my stuff and listen to me ramble? But I'm glad you have you to listen to me ramble, because otherwise, I don't know what I would do. So let's get on with it. I am drinking. This is for you, Allie. If you're watching. Hello, sweet thing. This is my smoothie that I attempt to drink every morning. Its ingredients are spinach is the very first ingredient. And I literally, I fill it up to here, halfway, pack in the spinach as much as I can get in there, halfway, so I can put all my other junk in there. And then I put in shredded carrots, and I put in yogurt, and I put in, what else? A banana, and I put in blueberries, and then I fill it up, the liquid part, with coconut milk. Blend it all together, and it really tastes like a coconut blueberry, so you cannot taste the spinach at all. And I get my fruits and vegetables. So there's that. Things I've been working on. I have been slowly working on my Fibonacci. The last time I was on here doing a ramble session, I had nothing in it. So the first, few pages here, if you can tell, I'll do a flip through later, obviously, but the first few pages of the first few weeks of May, I did not work in it at all. So, I just ended up decorating the pages a little bit and just writing down things that were going on. Then I kind of more went into what's been going on in my life and all that kind of stuff on more of a daily basis. So, I've written everything, out. I've decorated it and written it out in pencil, lots of pages, and now I just have to go back and do it, fill them all in. And then this here was something that I had a lot of fun with. It's the fun wavy lettering from Mixed Media Morsels number 18. And it's on Cat Hand's YouTube, and I'll link it down below. She does Mixed Media Morsels, and I believe she's up to 20 or 21 now. But I had a lot of fun doing this one, and so check her out. And because I had so much fun doing that one, I don't know if I showed you this in the last ramble session or not, but since I had so much fun making that one, I ended up making this one, which is a larger one, the fun wavy lettering. So the only thing that I have to do now, I think, I want to put some Mod Podge over the top of it just to make it a little more shiny. I just did this with painted paper that I had left over. It's just regular copy paper, and I used Posca markers to do the lettering, and then just some stamping with some archival ink at the bottom. And so I did that. I've been working on. Excuse me, there's Fred. He says good morning. This thing here is a book that I had made from jelly prints years ago, and I never did anything with it. What I'm thinking of doing is doing a whole entire book of wavy lettering for a girlfriend of mine. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out to her when I want to get it out to her, which is fairly soon. So this is one of her favorite verses, and so I did that for the first page. Now, what I found out, this book I had made, like I said, years ago, and it's really crappy watercolor paper. I don't even know. It's horrible paper. But anyway, so the first one that I did here, I used Sharpie marker. Not a good idea because it bleeds through. So then what I did was I took some of my painted papers and I made this one. Oh, sorry for the glare. Let me see if I can, there. It says, I am more than my illness. And the girlfriend that I'm making this for, this is something that she always says. She does run a group on Facebook, and I'll link that group below. It's for people with chronic illness, but it's not a group about chronic illness. It's a group that is, how do I explain it? The main function of the group is for it to be like a respite from our chronic illness. So, the things that are posted on there are cute little memes that people put up, or their accomplishments for the day, even if it's something as simple as taking a shower. Because let me tell you, in the chronic illness world, things that seem simple are not. And so, yeah, we post big and small accomplishments because in our minds, they're all accomplishments. And so what I'm going to do is take some of my painted papers and I cut them down to size so that when I'm done doing them, this one also I put Mod Podge over the top of it, and then I'll just glue them in here so that when it's all said and done, she'll have a whole book of her favorite quotes, inspirational quotes, things like that. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on another one, and we'll see how that goes. And what else have I been working on? Faces. Oy, oy, oy. I had shared with you before that I had done a whole book. Well, it was more like 30 faces. And I've been having a lot of fun doing them and drawing them, and some of them like I've shaded with my colored pencils and all that kind of stuff. And I've watched a bazillion and 2 YouTube videos on how to paint faces with acrylic paint. And I really have come to the conclusion that I have got to take a class. I just don't know what else I can do. Because it is just a mystery to me. Okay. So this is one that I did, just the drawing of her. And I did it in where did I do it? I did it in a sketchbook, I think. But then I just wanted to practice on her and see if I could, shade or whatever. So I'm going to work on that a little bit later. And this is just copied on cardstock. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if I'm going to like doing it on here, though, because this is a photocopy. So this is, obviously ink on here. Whereas, like, if I did it with a pencil, I could erase lines or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. So anyhow, what else has been going on? Well, we have had quite the exciting last month. The month of April? No, the month of May. Where are we? Yeah, we're in May right now. I don't even know what date it is. Let me see. I don't even know if this is correct or not. The 26th? Is that even right? I don't have my phone or anything down. Sade? I thought she was out there. Anyway, I don't know what day today is. It's 20-something. I know that. Let me see. And we're in May. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. So, anyhow, I'm going to work on this while I ramble on with you and what's been going on. Let's see. Yeah, it's been an exciting month. There have been good things and bad things, of course, as always. That's just freaking life. But yeah, but the good part is that we've had graduations, we've had proms, we've had the ending of my homeschool career, which I'm not really liking all that much, but I'm having to deal with it, so that's life. I've told you before, I have that whole empty nest thing down pat now. So yeah. So that's, let's see. The first graduation was my daughter. She graduated at the end of April with her AA degree. And so, yeah, we're very proud of her for that. And she, graduated with highest honors. I know you guys are probably like so totally sick of me bragging about my kids, but I can't help it. I'm a mom. I'm a proud mom, and I cannot help myself. So that was the first exciting thing in April. And then, what else else happen? In May, my son had his prom. So he had a nice time with that. He looked so handsome in his tuxedo and all of that. And it was so funny because my daughter and I went to go pick him up afterwards because his date, like everyone was kind of like going their separate ways. And my son had graduation the very next day. So, I guess some people had like after parties and all that kind of stuff, but he wasn't involved in them because, we were going to have a busy day the next day. So anyhow, so he gets into the car when we go to pick him up. And, of course I ask him, did you have a nice time? And he was like, oh my gosh, the air broke. I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, the air broke. And here you are with, I don't even know how many, people there were there, because the way that they do the homeschool prom, it's not just for seniors, unfortunately. But they have to do it this way because they need to, have enough people involved in order to, rent out a place and all that kind of stuff. So they do it for all of high school. They do it for 9th graders all the way up, to 12th graders. So anyhow, yeah. So he says, oh my God, the air broke. And so here they were, dancing and, whatnot. And it was so hot. And I spoke with one of the moms at graduation the next day. She's like, it was so freaking hot. The poor things. So I felt so bad for him. But then my daughter, she told him, no, that's what you want to happen, because look at it this way, now you're never going to forget your prom night, So I thought that was a pretty funny way of looking at that. So yeah, so then we had that. Then the next day we had, his senior graduation. So, and then during that whole thing, which was wonderful, it was a wonderful ceremony and all that. And there were, I think, only 10 kids graduating. Like originally his class was going to have 17, and then some people dropped out of the ceremony, so then there were 14, and then we ended up with only 10. But anyhow, it was nice though, because it's I don't know, more intimate that way. I don't know. So it was nice. The only thing is that whoever was in charge of doing the slideshow, excuse me, let me take a sip. Sorry. Whoever was in charge of the slideshow, which each kid gets a 3-minute slideshow, and, of course you put it together and it's all of his, through all the stages of his life. So it is really fun and meaningful and all of that. And then you pick a song to go along with your slideshow. And I cannot for the life of me remember the song my son chose. Oh, gosh. But at any rate, it was not the song that played during his slideshow. It was the song of the kid that was sitting before him. And I mean, my son thought it was hilarious, but I was slightly more disappointed than my son. And then I just felt so bad, for the kid, because it was his song, Ay, ay, ay. So yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that's life, What can you do? So yeah, we've been very, very busy. And then, what was it? This week, a few days ago, I went with my daughter. When was it? Was it Tuesday, I think? I went with my daughter. She wanted me to go with her to her university, whatchamacallit? What's it called? Come on, Elizabeth, think. Orientation. Now, this is at my alma mater, which I have not been back to that school in 23 years. And oh my goodness, has it ever changed. It's a beautiful campus, beautiful campus. I mean, it's like Disney World for learning, you know. That's the only way I can describe it. The campus is gorgeous. It's huge. I mean, it has like literally almost like a mall in it. Like it's crazy. I mean, they have all these restaurants, like legit restaurants, you know. They have like this like food court thing. They have I don't know, within this like mall area, you know, they have like a bookstore, they have a dry cleaner, for crying out loud. So they have dry cleaners, they have a salon. Like, I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I'm sure somehow, some way, learning does take place. So, so I'm excited for her for that. She's going to be living at home for now and commuting, which it's about an hour commute each way. But yeah, she's looking forward to that. She found out a lot of different things in her, what are those people called? Advisement, you know, advisor session or whatever. So she learned about a bunch of different programs. And she is going for a degree in English. And then she's also considering taking a certificate program along with her, you know, degree in pre-law. So, yeah. So I'm really excited that she's so excited. That's what's exciting. You know, of course, I'd be proud of my kids no matter what they chose to do. As long as they're happy, that's all I care about. But yeah, she is just like super excited about it. So yeah, so I'm happy for that. I've got to go take my son sometime very soon to go get his driver's license. So we're going to work on that. And then I have to get him to get himself situated with his classes come this fall, because before you know it, let me tell you what, summer's going to be over. It just hardly started. And yeah, so we have to be, you know, mindful of the time and the month and all that kind of stuff. And it's just been kind of rough lately with my husband's health issues and stuff like that. It just, you know, the days just seem to keep going by and by and by. And oy, oy, oy. So anyhow, yeah, I'm not going to get into all that mess. But yeah, otherwise I've been very busy as far as outside stuff. Still haven't really, you know, been in the mood to do that much art and that many things. That's why I'm just working on these things, because they're fun for me. They're simple, and they're, you know, relatively fast. So I like that whole like instant gratification thing going on. And yeah, so that is what I've been up to lately. I hope you guys are doing well, like I said, and yeah, I think I've gone on long enough. I'm going to continue with this, and this says, we all have a beautiful light within. We just sometimes forget it is there. And I think I'm going to try to decoupage like a candle or something right here on this side. See if we can't spruce it up a bit. Because these papers are kind of, you know, they're kind of dark. So, you know, like with this one that I did, you know, came out kind of dark. But I still like it, you know. But, yeah, I'll have to do some like lighter colored jelly prints, I guess, and see if I can do anything with those. But anyhow. So yeah, so I thank you again for sharing your time with me and listening to my ramblings, and I hope y'all are doing well. I know I've said that like 3 times now. Yeah, and we're just going to carry on here doing what we do, doing what we can when we can. So anyway, thanks for sharing your time with me again, and I'll see you next time. It might be on a flip. I can't promise anything. Have a great day, everybody.